Hi friends, thanks for visiting me. Last week I gave you a challenge to see who you can put first. How did that go? Was it hard? Was it easy? I mentioned last week that maybe you might be surprised on how it made you feel. Did it feel good to help others? I love it when I can help others. And if you didn't get a chance to help somebody last week, that's okay. Our world friends are doing a fall pageant. Let's see how that's going.
Teacher, we want you to do for us whatever we ask of you.
Yes, we do.
What is it you want me to do for you?
Grant us to sit, one at your right hand and one at your left, in your glory.
Yes, sirree, Bob.
You do not know what you are asking.
And hold. Great job, guys. Wonderful Jesus as always, Jax. And great James, Clara.
I'm playing John.
Fantastic. Whichever one you're playing is perfect.
Any feedback on Brother Rabbit?
Monty, you're a great guy to have in the room. Let's take 5, everyone.
Excuse me, Mr. Director, Chet, but, you didn't seem to have any notes for me.
Love what you're doing as the tree, Victor. Keep it up.
But shouldn't the tree be downstage? You know, where the action is.
Well, Victor, it won't work for the scene if Jesus is blocked by a tree.
My talents are being wasted, all to service Jax's starring role.
What's wrong, Victor?
Do you even have to ask? Look at me! I am playing a tree!
Every part is important, Victor.
Easy for you to say. You both got cast as disciples. All I get to do is stand. Standing is a tree. Standing is a sheep. Standing is the stern but decidedly silent guard.
Well, you get a lot of costume changes.
But my talents are being wasted on these small, insignificant roles.
All right, we are back. Let's jump forward to scene 8. Who are my onlookers again?
Ooh, 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 ooh.
I feel like I had one more.
I will not play onlooker number 1 unless he is given lines equal in number and length to the character Jax is playing.
You want onlooker number 1 to have as many lines as Jesus?
I'm afraid I'll have to insist.
Yeah. I don't think that'll work.
Then I say good day, sir.
No, Victor, come on!
We can't do the show without you, Victor.
Todd can't be a group of onlookers by herself. Hi. And who will I shepherd if you aren't my sheep?
And who will give Brother Rabbit a pep talk when he needs it the most?
We're all in the service of lifting up the show. The show is about celebrating Jesus, not being famous.
So my small roles don't make me less than the rest of you?
Of course not. We need you. No one can touch your performance as a stern but decidedly silent guard.
I am pretty great as that guard.
Oh, yes. So stern. So silent.
No one can touch your performance as a stern but decidedly silent guard. That's not right. Let's try again. No one can touch your performance as a stern but decidedly silent guard. Decidedly silent. Who wrote this? I need cut. Can we take 5? Who wrote this? Did you write this? So nobody wants to fess up to this, huh? Alright, I'll try again. I just need a minute. Decidedly silent. I did it! I said it! Was anybody rolling on that? Nobody was rolling. Oh, great. Great, guys. Really good job. That was it.
Today we are reading out of the Bible and we're back in the book of Mark, which is in the New Testament. We are reading from our World Story Bible, and today's story is called Who Sits Next to Jesus? Now our disciples are arguing. Have you ever argued? No, I bet you haven't. All right, let's read our Bible story. Who sits next to Jesus? You can find this story in the book of Mark, chapter 10, verses 35 through 45. Two of Jesus' disciples whispered to each other. "You ask him," said James. "No, you ask him," replied John. "Let's do it together," James answered. James and John hurried to talk to Jesus. "Jesus, we have a question," said John. "Will you promise to answer yes?" Jesus looked at James and John. "What is your question?" "When God's kingdom comes, can we both sit next to you?" James asked. "If we sit by you, we can help you make hard decisions," John added. "Everyone will know that we're your greatest disciples. Will you promise that we can sit on your right and your left side?" Our world friend says, Jesus is smart not to promise to say yes no matter what. You can get into a lot of trouble that way. The other disciples heard James and John talking to Jesus. They stomped towards him. "Why should you get to sit next to Jesus?" asked Andrew. "I'm the greatest disciple," shouted Peter. "I'm the best at making hard decisions," yelled Simon. Jesus held his hands up. "Friends," he said calmly. The disciples became quiet. "You don't understand. God's kingdom is not like kingdoms here on earth. I am not rich and I'm not a powerful king. I don't have servants. I serve all of God's people. If you want to be great in God's kingdom, you have to serve others." Our world friend says, "Even though God's kingdom isn't like earth, I'd still want to sit by Jesus. He tells so many good stories." There's that word serve again, serving others. What does that mean? It's what I was talking about at the beginning. When we put other people first, when we think about other people before we think about us, when we make sure that others have enough. Maybe that's like at dinner and you want to make sure that everybody at the table has eaten before you. Maybe it's at school and you want to make sure your friends have the right equipment like paper and pencils or whatever you need, and then you go get yours. Putting other people first really shows your love to others, and that's how God wants us to live, is to help others. And I'm telling you, once you start helping others, your heart will feel so good that you'll want to help others all the time. So we're going to do the same challenges we did last week. We're going to see who can you help? Who can you put before you? Think about others before thinking about ourselves. All right, my friends, have a great week, and I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.